Do you ever hesitate before speaking up in a meeting or shy away from chasing a big opportunity because a voice inside whispers, "You're not ready"? That feeling of doubt, that fear of failure or judgment can be crippling. It prevents you from taking risks and ultimately keeps you small. A lack of genuine core self-confidence is one of the biggest roadblocks to a fulfilling and successful life. True confidence isn't about being loud or arrogant. It's a quiet, deep certainty in your own worth and abilities, regardless of the outcome. It's knowing you can handle whatever life throws at you. It is a skill you can learn, not a trait you're born with. In this powerful episode on KB Blue Tree, we're giving you the blueprint to build a confidence so sturdy that setbacks won't shake it and criticism won't shatter it. Get ready to stop doubting and start doing. Welcome back to KB Blue Tree, where we provide the mental tools for an optimized and intentional life. Today, we're tackling the foundational trait that dictates success in every area: self-confidence. Most people misunderstand what confidence actually is, often confusing it with bravado or entitlement. Real confidence is earned through evidence and effort, not simply declared. It stems from a history of keeping promises to yourself, a willingness to face discomfort, and a deep, non-negotiable acceptance of who you are, flaws and all. When you have this unshakable self-belief, you take action without needing guarantees. You recover quickly from mistakes, and you set higher standards for yourself. The problem is that many people spend their lives relying on external validation. They base their confidence on their job title, their appearance, their bank account, or what others think of them. This is what we call fragile confidence. Shatters the moment you lose the job, receive a negative comment, or make a mistake. Fragile confidence is a constant source of anxiety. This involves changing the narrative in your mind, adjusting your physiological state, and taking small, courageous actions. Before we lay out the 5 pillars of this transformation, please take a moment to hit the like and subscribe to KB Blue Tree for more insightful content. Your support helps us deliver these life-changing strategies to more people. Let's dive into the 5 pillars that will change how you see yourself forever. The 5 pillars of unshakable confidence. Building rock-solid self-confidence requires a systematic approach that addresses both your mind and your body. These 5 pillars work together to create an internal fortress of self-assurance. Pillar 1, the competence bank. The first and most important pillar is built on competence. Every skill you master, every task you finish, and every goal you hit is a deposit into your competence bank. The more deposits you have, the more capital you have to risk on bigger challenges. This means you must prioritize small wins and follow through. Don't wait to feel motivated to start a big project. Instead, break it down into tiny, achievable steps. When you complete that small step, say, writing the first paragraph or making the first cold call, you earn a rush of dopamine and a piece of evidence that says, "I am a person who finishes what they start." This tangible proof, not wishful thinking, is the fuel for real self-confidence. Pillar 2, physiology and posture. Confidence is not just a mental state, it's a physical state. The way you hold your body profoundly influences the chemicals in your brain. When you slump, cross your arms, and look down, you trigger feelings of shame and fear, increasing the stress hormone cortisol. This is how your body communicates doubt to your mind. The fix is simple but powerful. Practice power posing and expansive body language. Stand tall, roll your shoulders back, plant your feet firmly, and open your chest. Even if you don't feel confident, holding an expansive posture for just 2 minutes lowers cortisol and boosts testosterone, the hormone linked to assertiveness and risk-taking. Your body doesn't just reflect your confidence, it actively creates it. Pillar 3, self-talk and negative filtering. The third pillar is mastering your inner dialogue. A lack of confidence is sustained by a relentless stream of negative self-talk, often rooted in past mistakes or harsh criticisms. This is known as the negative filtering trap, where you only notice and amplify evidence that confirms your self-doubt. You might get 10 compliments, but you'll fixate on the one minor criticism. You need to become an active, firm editor of your own thoughts. When a negative thought arises, "I'm going to fail," don't try to deny it. Simply acknowledge it and reframe it with evidence from your competence bank. That's a thought. But I successfully completed X and Y, so I am capable of figuring this out. Use the power of a confidence anchor, a short, strong, positive statement like "I am capable," or I choose courage to interrupt the cycle. Speak to yourself like you would a trusted best friend. Pillar 4. Radical acceptance of failure. Unshakable confidence understands that failure is not the opposite of success. It is a required part of the learning process. People with low confidence see failure as proof of their incompetence, but confident people see it as data. They embrace radical acceptance. They accept that a mistake was made, extract the lesson immediately, and immediately re-engage. This means shifting your mindset from fixed to growth. A fixed mindset believes abilities are static, so failure means, I am stupid. A growth mindset believes abilities can be developed, so failure means, I haven't figured this out yet. The truly confident person asks, what did I learn here? And moves on quickly, because they know that inaction out of fear is the only true failure. They separate their performance from their inherent worth. Pillar 5. Establishing boundaries. The final pillar is critical. Boundaries. Confidence is about respecting yourself, and clear boundaries are the physical manifestation of self-respect. If you constantly say yes when you mean no, overcommit your time, or allow people to treat you poorly, you chip away at your internal self-worth. You are sending a signal to yourself that your time and energy are less important than others' demands. Learning to confidently and politely say no to things that violate your priorities instantly boosts your self-respect. It shows yourself that you value your time, your energy, and your commitments. This act of self-protection reinforces the pillar of confidence and sets a standard for how others must treat you. Solutions. To put these 5 pillars into practice, here are 3 actionable steps you can implement starting today. First, institute the One Brave Thing challenge. Every day, commit to doing one thing that takes courage, no matter how small. This could be asking a clarifying question in a meeting, starting a difficult conversation, or simply trying a new skill. The goal isn't success. The goal is to practice the feeling of acting despite fear. This practice rapidly grows your competence bank. Second, begin the 5-minute power pose routine. Set a timer for 5 minutes first thing in the morning and assume a strong. Combine this with repeating your confidence anchor aloud. It physiologically prepares your body and mind for assertiveness before you even face the day's challenges. Third, start a confidence journal. Every evening, write down 3 things you did that day that demonstrated competence or courage, regardless of the outcome. Focus on the effort and the follow-through, not the perfection. This simple exercise forces you to overcome negative filtering and provides concrete, undeniable evidence that you are a capable, growing individual. Success story. Tom C. Tom C. was an incredibly talented software developer, but his severe lack of confidence held him back. He was constantly afraid to present his brilliant ideas and avoided any leadership roles, convinced he wasn't articulate enough. He missed out on 2 promotions because he couldn't convincingly advocate for his own work, always deferring to louder colleagues. His confidence was entirely dependent on positive feedback, making it fragile. Tom began using the KB Bluetree pillars. Started with Pillar 2, Physiology, practicing the 5-minute power pose every morning. Often feeling ridiculous, but sticking with it. He then focused on Pillar 1, starting the One Brave Thing challenge by committing to speaking first in every meeting. His brave thing was often just volunteering a small technical detail. The change wasn't sudden, but it was fundamental. The power posing lowered his panic response, allowing him to think clearly. The One Brave Thing quickly filled his competence bank with evidence of his own capability. Within 4 months, Tom successfully volunteered to lead a major new project. He presented his work with a new, quiet authority, focusing on the facts rather than worrying about the audience's approval. The result? He not only secured the promotion he had long deserved, but found a genuine sense of inner peace that he was no longer dependent on external praise. Tom proved that confidence is a habit built through consistent, small acts of courage. Call to action. You've been given the blueprint for unshakable self-confidence. It's now time to build. Stop waiting for the feeling of confidence to arrive before you take action. Take action first, and the feeling will follow. Your first brave act is to commit to one of the solutions we discussed today. Will you try the 5-minute power pose, or will you start the confidence journal? Hit that like button if you're ready to start building your unshakable self. Share this video with a friend who deserves to step into their full potential. And remember to like and subscribe to KB Bluetree for more insightful content that empowers you to master your life. Tell us in the comments below, what is the one brave thing you will commit to doing today?